Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So I want to get into this clip. Kenyon Martin went in on Ja Morant's daddy, Tee Morant, man, for getting ejected from the game the other day for some of his commentary. I guess towards the officials is what I'm believing happened, and see them escort him out at a home game at FedEx Forum. And I just want to jump right into it, man. We're going to talk about it. Let's peep.
I'm in a position to fucking speak on it. It ain't about you, dude. Sit your ass in there and watch your fucking son play, dog. Cheer him on. Okay, you don't agree with the call? Okay, you can voice it to a certain degree. Shut the fuck up and watch your son play, dog.
I don't know. I can't agree with that. I do that now.
Like,
my
my son in the NBA.
Come on, Ralph.
Your son in the NBA, Nick.
It don't matter.
My son in the NBA.
It's your son.
I played in the NBA. I think I'm well knowledgeable of this fucking game.
But it's your son.
I sit in that motherfucker and don't say nothing to them people, dog, because it ain't about me. It's about him.
It don't matter.
You embarrassing him, dog. It ain't about you.
Now, before someone come in the comments and say, what about Jokic brothers in the stands and all that stuff, I think people are looking at it from the standpoint that this is Ja Morant's father, and considering the issues Ja Morant has had with the team, you even seen how Luka was traded recently from Dallas, and by all accounts, his family didn't cause any issues. So Ja could be expendable by the organization. It's well documented how Taylor Jenkins and the owner have approached Ja Morant and said different things to him about his conduct. So you don't want anything that is deemed a problem around the organization. It seems like T should be more knowledgeable of that, but let's continue, man.
Is they picking
Sit the fuck. No, it ain't about. Who gives a fuck?
I'm just talking to the refs like
who gives a fuck? It ain't about you, dog. It's about your son.
If that wasn't Ja Morant's dad, he wouldn't have been kicked out.
Okay, but so therefore you are Ja Morant's daddy. So you held to a different standard. So carry yourself as such.
No, it wasn't.
Like
carry yourself as such.
Every fan do.
That's what I'm saying. He's a fan first.
What every fan
He's a fan first.
Okay, so but you a father first.
No, you're not. You're a fan. When I buy my ticket, I'm a fan.
How did y'all get here then?
I'm a fan first.
How did y'all get here?
Out of my daddy
What do you
nuts.
He can't. Did a stork drop him the fuck off?
When I'm at the game, I'm cheering for my son, but I'm cheering for everybody. I'm a fan.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of the game. When I sit
My
down,
daddy put that work in.
It doesn't matter. I'm a fan.
He's a product of fornication.
Turn him over. Did a stork drop him off? No, it came from his daddy's nuts, so he's his daddy first. So carry yourself as such, dog.
So,
like, I didn't see nothing.
How about the person next to me? Who is he there for?
So when
no one knows.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
It does. No.
I'm pretty sure Mike Miller said some shit.
No, he's not. Mike Miller's son ain't out there playing.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
You gotta kick everybody out.
So Mike Miller can say, man, the fix is in on calls, nothing happens, but I do it. That's the
because
problem.
you're that man's father.
Who said I'm
You held to a different standard.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Gil, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm a fan.
Do you plan on your son being in the league?
I'm a fan.
Do you know, nigga, you're not.
I'm a fan.
You're Elijah's father.
I'm a fan.
You're Elijah's dad first.
I'm a fan first.
When he at them games, yeah.
What's the obvious?
I can say if I'm yelling at these plays, but if I'm yelling for all the plays, I'm a fan.
You're right, Gil.
Don't kick me. You gotta kick everybody
You don't think
out.
those?
No.
You don't think those refs know him?
They do.
But you're embarrassing your fucking son.
You shouldn't be able to cuss somebody out, and when I do it, you target me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If you say, ref, you suck, and you're like, and I say,
go try.
You can't do that.
Sound good. Go to the court, Elijah.
Hey, man, first of all, the ref is a bitch anyway. How about that?
Cool.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch for listening to one man.
Cool.
There's 22.
Now, if you play athletics at any level, I'd say that your parent probably has gotten loud with an official, with the opposing team, or anything of the sort, right? So this isn't uncommon. And to be honest, I've seen Ja Morant play in high school, and T was loud like this before he even knew Ja was ever going to be an NBA prospect. Like, Ja wasn't even in nobody's top 300, 400 players in the country at the time. T was like that for his son. I give T that because that's the truth, nothing but the truth. And anybody that knows about Ja's time at Crestwood, they know that T was always like this in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So it's not new. I do think with some of the things that Ja has gone through over the last 2 years or so, and how those reports started dropping, we even heard about something that happened in Foot Action, Foot Locker, one of them, and showing up at his sister's game and all, just stuff that could have went really south. I think any other noise around the team, especially with his friend Devontae Pack getting kicked out the game, the red laser being aimed at the Pacers bus, why would you do anything like this?
2,000 people in here, and you care about what one person said?
That don't stop the fact that he held to a different standard. He can be, the ref can be all that shit. He can be a bitch, a hoe, whatever, motherfucker, whatever you want to call it.
I'll
be still held to a fucking different standard because you that man daddy.
Come on, bro. You got to do it both ways. I get it.
They ain't kicked me out of the game yet. I'll be on the floor.
But your son ain't out there playing.
No.
Your son ain't out there playing.
Yeah.
We can't get involved in the game
You
like
can't be in
everybody
the
else.
motherfucking lobby, the loud one all the fucking time,
You
dude.
can get caught up in the game like every other else. I'm a
Everybody else.
fan at the game. I
you're
came
not.
to watch the
You're
game.
held to a different standard.
Nah.
Trust me. My son,
And I feel like this ain't
like
the
I
first
said, I'm
time.
able to speak on it.
And I feel like this ain't the first
I
time
got
you've been doing
first-hand knowledge.
this. I mean, I'm just saying, it's probably a reputation.
And you know what? When I used to go to the fucking games in Houston, guess what I used to do? Buy my own fucking ticket.
What's the difference? You're still Kenyon Martin?
But I am, therefore I am.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want, if I do have something to say, I bought my own ticket.
And what does that do?
They ain't gave me shit. If I do, it ain't about him. Because if I decide to, I'm there to support my son first and foremost.
Okay, if you buy a ticket.
I'm not a fan of the fucking Houston Rockets.
Cool,
I'm not a fan of I'm a fan of Kenyon Martin Jr.
But if you buy a
Tee
ticket.
Morant should be a fan of Ja Morant first.
Cool.
No matter who he play for.
If you
You're held to a different
If you buy a
standard.
ticket,
Because if I do, I don't want it to reflect you can't give your dad ticket because your dad behaved this way. I don't want it to reflect negatively on him. Because it's about him and his fucking workplace.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
If you
It's his
buy
workplace.
it, when you buy it by your own wallet,
It's his workplace.
When you buy it with your own wallet,
I'm
does
still
it
his
change your
daddy first.
name?
I'm still his daddy
But
first.
does it change your
but
name?
they ain't gave me the ticket.
But does it change your name?
It ain't gave me the ticket, so therefore.
It don't matter.
It does.
Him giving it to you when you
Or
get
you
money.
buy it, I'm still gonna they still
When
gonna
and
think
if
the same.
when and if you get there,
I'm still
you'll
gonna
see
think
it.
the same when I see
When and
it.
if you get there,
Is
you'll
that?
see
Oh,
it.
is that?
Oh, you bought your own ticket? All right,
When
all
and if
right,
you get there,
no.
because you can't say nothing to me.
If you're Kenyon,
I'm
I'm
I
not
saying,
saying
can.
All
family
not.
section. I'm not doing none of that shit. I show up as that boy's daddy first.
Okay. And so you
First,
sit there.
I'm there to support him.
So you just sit there and just watch and be quiet?
If I do have something to say, I'm not gonna fucking embarrass my son.
But all right. So what would you say?
Well, yeah, what's embarrassing?
What is embarrassing?
Getting kicked out of the fucking game.
I don't think I was
What would you say? If you said
You don't know me? Do you think I hold my tongue?
you just said you do.
Do you think I hold my tongue when I need to have something to say?
Okay, so what would you say? If you say
Well,
ref made the call and I give you a tech, kick you out, you still embarrassed him?
Yes,
Okay.
you're right. You're absolutely correct, Gil. So I'm in the fucking wrong.
Parents, they have that emotional attachment to their child. So if they feel like they're getting hard fouls and different things, it's happening on the court that's not favorable for their child or even making it fair, they're going to lash out. I think this is very specific to what has gone on with Ja in the narrative, that he has an entourage and, that the people around him are just pulling him down, pulling his image down in the public eye. I think that is why people are so pressed about this. I do think T may be living a bit vicariously through his son, and you have to be careful with that. It's not your career, it's your son's career. You helped him out, you trained him. Kudos. You're even getting to go to all the games, be alongside him for the ride. My issue is you being out in front. I think we saw you do it, or we seen it done the way where you're out in front, Ja's out in front, almost got into a fight with Shannon Sharp. We saw a lot of bad depictions out there. Although there's bigger fish to fry, right? Tee Morant is, by all accounts, taught Ja some good things, was on the straight and narrow enough to even get his grades up, high enough. I ain't want to say get his grades up, but have his grades at a place. This is what I'm trying to say. I said the wrong thing when I say get his grades up. I don't want nobody to think Ja Morant ever struggled in school. He was always smart in school. Have his grades at a place to go to a Murray State, excel as an athlete. So let's talk about his good qualities too as a dad. We ain't just gonna put the man down. I'm specifically speaking about as it pertains to his image and some of the things that he probably should have been pulling Ja to the side. Some of the signs that he sees, like they saying in that report, that the mom called him to the shoe store and all that. It's like, nah, T should have shut that down. Like, nah, you ain't going out there. It's just too much media attention going to be brought to that. And they're going to have to try to suppress this story for it not to get out. But nah, Ja, I think at times they act more like brothers. And I know probably had him young and feel like, that's his little guy. He was with him while he was still figuring out life. And, when he got a little age, he had already experienced, you'll come up a little bit with you. So, I mean, I get that. But you still have to be like daddy to him if you're going to be around, and not daddy in the sense you're telling a grown man what to do, but his reverence for you and the advice that you give, he knows it's coming from a great place and he's receptive to it because he know at the end of the day, my father just wants the best for me. And that's why people is looking at this like, why is T doing these antics again? It's kind of like overkill now. Anything like that draws attention to him is overkill at this point. So, man, just go to the games, chill out, and enjoy the game. Just enjoy the game. We seen it the other way. We seen you with CMG and all that, and that whole look, that whole thing. Cool on that. Just let Ja have the moment is all I'm trying to say. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time.